Hi, this is Faith Divination with another tarot reading, and we are gonna do just gonna pull some cards here. We're gonna see what storylines come out. What is going on? I just saw the Hangman reverse, so we will see if that pops out again, but what is going on in the collectives? Okay, King of Cups. King of Cups, so you might be feeling a little bit more emotionally available here. You might be connecting with others more on an emotional level, or focusing on connecting with others on a more emotional level. It's like this collective right now, you're probably having a lot of people come up to you for advice is what I'm feeling like, because the King of Cups, that's like somebody who gives great advice, somebody that people come to when they're in emotional storms and they need extra guidance to help guide them through. So you might have people around you right now that are really looking up to you or looking towards you when it comes to easing their emotional well-being, any emotional turmoil they might be going through. You might be the guiding light for some people right now. Okay, Six of Swords reversed. Four of Cups. The Hierophant. The Queen of Swords. What I'm kind of feeling like with these cards, and I'm like getting choked up right now. Not even choked up, it's just like I feel like my voice is being literally like used, and not like I'm just kind of like using my voice for nothing. And like, you could be talking to somebody for hours on end, like this person or whoever's coming to you for some emotional advice. You could literally talk to this person for hours, just giving them every solution, talking them through their problems. But I'm kind of feeling like you're kind of talking to like a brick wall here, somebody that's not really interested in like hearing, or not even hearing, like they're really interested in hearing what you have to say. They're just not interested in actually solving a problem is what I'm feeling like, because the Six of Swords reversed, it's like they're going backwards, right? There is no moving on from whatever you're trying to guide them with. And this is kind of like why that's giving me that. It's like this collective is very wise. This is how I feel like you guys are coming out. Like, you are someone who people come to for advice. You give great advice. People honestly kind of view you as like a spiritual or emotional leader of some kind. Like, you're the person that people turn to when they know their life is going in a dumpster fire, or when things are going really awry. Like, you're the person they look towards to give them that relief, whether that's emotionally. I feel like you give physical solutions as well, but it's always kind of like on an emotional level. Like, you always want to make sure that someone's feeling good, or like you're always there to kind of hear a person out and hear their issues out. And I don't know why I'm just getting this sense with this collective. You're connected to somebody who you've been giving plenty of solutions to. You've been trying to help them out, and it's like every solution you give them, this is like them, and this is like you, and this is the solutions you give. And if you see that person, it's like they're just not satisfied, or it's like they're just not even paying attention, really. Like, they're not interested. They're feeling very unsatisfied themselves because they just cannot let something go here. They're not trying to move forward. They're not trying to really come to a consensus, nor are they trying to resolve anything. It's like they're wanting to play this like victim, woe is me type attitude, where nothing goes right for me, even though you give 1,000 types of solutions that they could do or could try out. But no, that's just not happening with them. Like, I don't know, I feel like this person that is connected to you, that's seeking you out for advice, it's like every time they come to you with a problem, you come back with a very wise type of advice or wise type of guidance. And they kind of like shut you out after. That's what I'm feeling like. Like, they shut you out once they kind of hear your advice. And then honestly, I feel like they just don't take your advice. And it's like a constant cycle that you have found yourself in with this person. It's like every solution, they have another excuse as to why they can't do it, even though they're just sitting here. Like, they're sitting under this tree, like, oh no, I can't do that because XYZ, or no, I don't want to do that, you know? And it could be like, yeah, you have to tell this person, you might not want to do that. It might not seem ideal, but like, if you just keep sitting under this tree with your hands crossed, unopened, you know, closed off, and a victim mentality, you won't ever really have change. Nothing will change with this situation. You will be stuck there. And I feel like you might be getting to that point where you've told this person, you might honestly as well have kind of cut them off a little bit. Like, maybe not physically, because I feel like you are somebody who cares so deeply about people. But that King of Cups and that Hierophant energy, you care so deeply about people and their problems. You want to help them. You want to see people do better. You want to be that listening ear, that you want to lend a listening ear to whoever is in need. But I feel like you've kind of taken on this Queen of Swords energy as well, where you might have gotten fed up with this person and their drama, and they're not taking your advice, kind of throwing your advice in the trash can is what I'm feeling like. Like, that's kind of pissed you off, not technically. I feel like this collective has gotten really pissed off with somebody in their life that has constantly come to you for advice, and they constantly come up with excuses as to why they don't do it. I cannot talk. They do the complete opposite of what advice you do give, and it's like, why? And I'm talking as in you, collective. You're feeling like, why am I even giving this person the time of day? Why am I connecting with them on an emotional level and honestly lending them my energy when they're not using it for the good? When they're not using it for the best of things, when they're kind of literally letting it go to waste because they're not taking your advice. They're just not... They're in victim mentality here, and with that, everyone, I feel like, goes through that at some point. It's what builds character, it's what gives you perspectives, but if you keep allowing this victim mentality to come in and take off of you, you keep this person kind of stuck in a loop of being a victim. When really, I feel like they just have not really tried the solutions, or they haven't even given your advice a shot to better their life. Yeah, this person's stuck in a victim mentality. They're not really interested in bettering their life, even though I feel like they have come to you time and time again, like, I want to change this, I want to do better, I don't want to, you know, and they come to you every time with that type of energy, and yet every time you give them your advice, you lend your energy to them, you lend your time, you waste your time, essentially, because they do the complete opposite. Or they just straight up just act like, woe is me, I can't change nothing, I can't even try anything out, so they stay stuck in this unfulfilled, kind of like resentful energy where it's like, oh, nothing goes right for me. And I feel like this collective, you're getting fed up with it. I'm just gonna pull more. We'll see what comes out in part 2, but this is a very interesting message, so we'll see what advice you need to do with this. Basically, you are someone's guiding light through emotional hardships. Someone has came to you a lot for some emotional guidance, emotional comfort. And I feel like this collective, because you care so deeply, because you are showing up in this energy, that is a very big spiritual leader, someone who has went through countless hardships. They've really been through some stuff, okay, to gain this type of level of awareness and this wisdom to share with other people, but they know you've been through the ringer and that you still show up so caring, so loving, but that you really have the experience to understand what they're going through, or even experience to help them out with whatever they're going through. Like, they really view you as somebody that can get them through the hard times and that they rely on for advice. So this is somebody who has came to you quite a few times with a lot of issues, and I feel like each time they've came to you with those issues, they've done either one, the complete opposite, or two, they just sit there with their arms crossed like this card, and they just don't do anything to better their life. They're not interested in moving on or solving issues or actually moving to calmer waters. They're stuck. This person you're connected to, that's connected to you, whatever the case, they're stuck in a victim mentality, and it's kind of getting old, I feel like, for this collective. I feel like you've kind of grown a little bit distant with them, or a little bit more harsh, or just like the communication, I feel like, between you two might not be as lovey or as warm. Like, there's a level of boundaries and some coldness here, because I feel like you've had to put the sword up with this person a time or two and be like, you know, because you're fed up with giving them solutions, lending them your energy, and them doing nothing with it. You're tired of them wasting their life away, is what I'm feeling like. So, we are going to get some more cards. Yeah, this person is really stuck in victim mentality. What did I say? Like, they are keeping themselves bound. And that came over the Six of Swords reverse. That came out over the Six of Swords reverse and the Four of Cups. Someone is keeping themselves stuck in a victim mentality. This might be because they feel like, I mean, they might truly be bound in a situation that they can't seem like they can get out of. They cannot seem like they can get out of or away from. Page of Swords. It's like they're trying to appear, like that Page of Swords energy, it's like they're talking to you, they're wanting answers, like they're always wanting to hear what you have to say about these situations that they're stuck in, and it's like they always want you to listen to their issues, is what I'm feeling like here, this Page of Swords. Because they're trying to gain new perspectives, however, they're just not, they're too blinded by whatever they're stuck within to really even take your advice the way it needs to be taken. Because keep in mind, collective, whoever you're connected to, they are stuck in a victim mentality. They're stuck in a mentality where when you're stuck like that, no matter what advice, no matter how many times you tell this person, how many times life comes and, you know, knocks them upside the head, where it's like, it's common sense for you why their life is going down a certain way. It's common sense why they feel a certain way to you. To them, they just cannot see that it's whatever you've been advising them to kind of like even put their sword up towards, or like what you've been advising them to just stop doing. Because again, this collective, you've been a sense of guidance for this person, and I just feel like you're kind of getting fed up with it, because they're throwing their life away in some way, or they're just like not moving forward. There's no positive growth here because they're stuck, right? And that Page of Swords, kind of like, I don't know why I want to say this, but it's like a shifty energy. Like, there's something kind of shifty with this energy here that I just don't like. Because this person, it just seems like they're too caught up in their head right now, and nothing you say or do for this person is going to magically make them do better for themselves. Or like you are offering this person some sort of like support in some way. You're still hearing them out, you're still trying to like work with them, and honestly, I feel like this is them, unfortunately, and here we go with that word again, but I feel like that's them and that's you, like offering them this help, like offering them these like crumbs of advice and like little things of wisdom for them to take on and take with them. So clearly you are still in connection with them right now. You're still kind of offering them like maybe some words of advice, just like a helping hand. I feel like you definitely are trying to kind of work with them in some way. Because again, the King of Cups and the Hierophant energy, you care deeply. Now, I really feel like even though you care deeply, with this Queen of Swords energy out here as well, you've definitely learned what boundaries are with this connection, or like you've had to really put some boundaries up with this person. So like you're not as warm, I feel like, with them as you maybe once were after, you know, you've realized they're just kind of taking your energy and throwing it away. Like you've learned that you need to kind of put your boundaries in place and like really pay attention to what you give them and how much of yourself you give to them, because you don't want to waste your like time essentially helping this person when they don't do anything constructive with the help that you are giving them. So we'll see what advice. Like, are you supposed to kind of keep your distance with this person? Are you supposed to work with them? Like, I'm not sure, but it's definitely the energy of this collective. You're just kind of getting fed up with somebody that's just stuck in their own head and not really bettering their life in any way. Like, I feel like this person makes some really just bad decisions. That's like common sense, I feel like, for you. Like, you would never do stuff like that because you just aren't stuck in the mentality that they are. Or are you kind of on the wave of like wanting to ruin your life in any way, shape, or form? So what is this collective? What's their best advice here? That came out very quick. Okay, 10 of Cups. You know what? We'll see here. So this is a very interesting message, you know, and I feel like I might be very harsh on this person that is connected to you. I just feel like this collective, like, you have been kind of fed up, but again, you care so deeply about them. But as your advice, still continue to keep showing up in your best, most loving, authentic self with this person. Keep giving them loving words and words of encouragement here, because like I feel like the advice, like, you're gonna be in communication with this person regardless because you just care about them so deeply. This is a very strong connection between you two. So this could be like someone, a family member, this could be a friend that you view as family, this could be just someone you care and love about so deeply. But like, I feel like, yeah, this is an interesting one. I'm gonna get real quick. Who is this person to collective? Two of Pentacles and the Hangman's advice. Yeah, definitely just keep lending out encouraging words of love and encouragement. But at the same time, again, I do want to strongly urge, you know, your boundaries. Like, give what you can to this person. Don't overextend yourself.